Welcome back. This episode is a sequel to the last one where I spoke about the importance of planting the seed of entrepreneurship mindset in little ones right from the start. Today, I will be taking this conversation a little ahead. I will be talking about what core skills the teachers need to possess in order to imbibe the entrepreneurial skills in children. Also, I'll be sharing a few activities that the educators can do in the classroom in order to develop these skills among the young learners. But before we delve into this episode, I would request you to like and subscribe to this channel because I will come back with a lot of interesting videos every week. Well, coming back to the topic, to truly plant the seed of entrepreneurship in young children, the journey begins not with the curriculum or the lesson plan, but with the mindset of the educator. The role she plays in shaping the child's mind to explore the world. So it is very important that the educators foster these skills in themselves. And they need to know how to respond to challenges. That is why it is essential for educators themselves to embrace a mindset rooted in growth, curiosity, and possibility. First and foremost, they need to believe that every child has potential, not just academic potential, but creative, social, emotional strengths that can be developed. A growth mindset allows teachers to see mistakes not as a setback, but as an opportunity to learn, to help children see them the same way. Entrepreneurship isn't about starting a business at the age 5. It is about building skills like resilience, initiative, collaboration, and creative thinking. For that to happen, the educators must be willing to step back from traditional answer-focused teaching in the classroom to inquiry-based learning. Here, the children need to be given a lot of open-ended questions so that they apply their mind to think, to come to a solution, to come to a decision, or to analyze. So this is what is required in the classroom setting. An entrepreneurial educator encourages children to take ownership of their learning, to think outside the box, and to find multiple ways to solve problem. They model adaptability, flexibility, embrace change, and celebrate small wins. They also recognize and nurture individual strengths, knowing that every child brings something unique to the table. So, in many ways, fostering entrepreneurship in children requires that we believe in mentoring them in the right manner, with the right mindset, with lot of initiative to grow with confidence. The curiosity level of children need to be always there, and that is how we can engage them in problem solving, collaboration, communication, all these 21st century skills I talk about. Now, the next part of this episode will be about 5 strategies that you can use in the classroom or outside of it, or even as a parent, you can use it at home in order to foster these skills in children. So the first activity can be a store that is created in the classroom where children will take decisions and they will think about how to run the store. So that will basically allow them to do a little bit of economic thinking, and it is also going to spark creativity. So how do we go about this activity? We can create a model store in the school where the children engage. They think about what things they would be selling, what can be the price tags, how they are going to sell it, how they're going to lay it out, and different things related to this small exercise would allow them to form decisions, to work collectively, to choose, to decide, and to come up with solutions. So this is a very interesting idea. We generally do it in our centers. We create market scenarios where children come and they buy, they use these paper made money and they are role playing. So this is a really lovely activity. The second one I would talk about is a problem solver circle. So here the children will learn about solving a problem. So let us look at simple problems in and around us. So let us take a problem like, say we have toy shelves in the class. So how do we arrange the toy shelves in a better way? So we allow them to do that instead of us doing it. So we take out all the toys and then tell the children to, organize it in the best possible way they would think it to be. And that would enable them to brainstorm, to work together, to be, in one page with the other and to negotiate. So while they're doing it, they are trying to explain each other why this toy needs to be here and why this thing needs to be there. So there's a lot of collaboration, cooperation, problem solving, and all of it. The next would be an idea of the week board. The main objective of this is to encourage initiative in children and to value children's ideas. So what we can give them is an activity. Say we plan a meal menu for the tiffin period for a week. So we tell them to do that activity where they can plan whether they're going to get fruits, whether they're going to get some other eatables, and what snacks they would like to carry. So that way we can plan other things. Say we can even plan games that they would like to play for that coming week. And we can, chalk out those ideas, keep them, and then start doing it. And the child will feel that they are valued, and they will have the motivation and the initiative to think and give an idea, because they would understand that their idea is valued. Entrepreneurship is about creativity. It is about building. So my next activity that I would suggest is build a toy challenge. For that, we can provide a lot of materials to the children, be it blocks, be it paper, tapes, and other things, and tell them to build something which is from their own mind. And they can build and draw an animal that they've never seen, something which is different, something that is new. And that would promote design thinking and innovation. So they will not look at something which they already know, but they'll try to think of something new. So when we provide these materials, the loose materials, to build up something from it and tell them to be original, that in itself would enable a lot of innovative thinking to happen in their minds. One more activity that I may suggest is classroom helper with a twist. So we can assign some roles to them in order to develop their leadership skills. So one can be a classroom manager. Somebody can plan an activity for the coming week that they would like to do, or a game. So we give them different roles where their leadership skills and their skills of taking responsibility comes to the forefront. And that would foster in them the confidence to take a leadership role in the class, and that would foster the skills of leadership in them. So these kind of small activities can be really helpful for children in order to build their entrepreneurial skills. So I would like to reiterate that a 5-year-old would not go and open up their own venture, but they will develop these skills through these different activities, so that tomorrow when they are grown-ups, they will have the initiative, the motivation, the thinking skills, the problem-solving capacities, and all of it inbuilt in them, so that they can take up a leadership role. They can open their own ventures, run their own businesses, and be a role model for the world. So stay tuned to the Mockingbird Show until I come back next week with another interesting episode on a very, very pertinent topic. See you there.